Have you ever wondered why joy seems just out of reach after 60? This question resonates deeply with many women navigating the complexities of life in their later years. The transition into this new phase can bring a mix of anticipation and apprehension. You might find yourself reflecting on the years gone by, sometimes feeling as though the vibrant joy you once experienced has dwindled. As responsibilities shift and the landscape of relationships evolves, it is not uncommon to feel a lingering sense of dissatisfaction or disconnect from happiness. The quest for joy can become overshadowed by daily routines and the pressures of fulfilling the roles that life demands of us. Even if you think you are doing everything right, small habits could be holding you back from embracing true contentment. It is important to recognize that our daily actions, some of which we may not even be consciously aware of, can significantly influence our overall well-being. Those seemingly insignificant choices, such as the thoughts we entertain, the way we engage with others, or how we care for ourselves, may build up over time, forming barriers to the joy we seek. For instance, are you spending your days constantly catering to the needs and expectations of those around you? Have you fallen into the routine of prioritizing everyone else's happiness while neglecting your own? These subconscious patterns can be like weights that slow down your journey to rediscovering joy, clouding the simple beauty that life has to offer. I used to think that happiness was about staying busy and meeting everyone's expectations. My days were filled with obligations, from family responsibilities to social commitments, and I believed that filling my schedule with activities would guarantee my happiness. However, amidst this whirlwind of busyness, I often felt a profound sense of emptiness. I sought validation through my ability to juggle many tasks, believing that the more I did for others, the happier I would be. But that was merely an illusion. It wasn't until I took a step back and reevaluated my life that I realized happiness does not stem from busyness or external approval. It resides within, waiting for us to uncover it through self-compassion and mindful practices. In my encounters with wise mentors and teachings grounded in Buddhism, I began to understand that true happiness involves a deeper connection to oneself. The focus shifted away from external factors and toward an internal journey, one that requires nurturing the soul and tending to the heart. I recognized that instead of perpetually seeking contentment outside, I could cultivate it within through simple yet powerful daily rituals. These insights were both liberating and empowering, opening the door to a new understanding of what happiness could be at this stage of life. This journey led me to explore avenues that actively encourage self-reflection, gratitude, and compassion, tools essential for breaking free from the constraints of our habitual ways of living. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of self-compassion as a path to happiness. This principle is rooted deeply in the understanding that we often treat ourselves with harsher judgment than we would ever extend to a close friend. The Buddha taught that suffering arises from our attachments and aversions, and one of the most significant attachments can be to our self-criticism. When we practice self-compassion, we acknowledge our imperfections without allowing them to define us. We create a nurturing space within that encourages kindness and acceptance, fostering a sense of inner peace. In Buddhism, compassion is not limited to others. It begins with how we treat ourselves. It encourages us to recognize our humanity, to accept that making mistakes is part of the journey, and that it is entirely world to experience moments of doubt and fear. This understanding opens the door to growth and healing. By incorporating self-compassion into our daily lives, we cultivate a fertile ground for happiness to thrive. Rather than shying away from our vulnerabilities, we embrace them, realizing they are integral to our shared human experience. A therapist once told me that the first step to happiness is recognizing what drains your energy. This gentle reminder resonated deeply, especially as we journey through the later stages of life. So much of our energy can be tied to the invisible burdens we carry, unresolved feelings, unhealthy relationships, and unfulfilling routines. It is vital to take stock of our emotional and mental landscape. Often we find ourselves invested in activities and relationships that no longer serve us. yet we cling to them out of habit or obligation. Asking ourselves what truly energizes us versus what drains us can be a game changer. By consciously evaluating where we dedicate our time and emotional resources, we can identify the habits and connections that don't contribute positively to our lives. When we become aware of these energy drains, we can take actionable steps to create space for what nurtures our happiness instead. This awareness brings clarity and enables us to prioritize our well-being, ultimately guiding us toward more fulfilling experiences. This simple daily ritual of gratitude can transform your outlook on life. Gratitude isn't merely a fleeting feeling, it's a powerful practice that helps shift our focus from what's lacking to what we already have. Engaging in a daily gratitude ritual can be profoundly life-altering. Imagine beginning each day by reflecting on the small joys, the warmth of the morning sun, the comforting aroma of your favorite tea, or a beautiful connection with a loved one. This practice encourages a shift in perspective, allowing us to appreciate the present moment rather than dwelling on past regrets or future anxieties. Over time, expressing gratitude can help retrain our brains to seek positivity. Scientific studies support the notion that those who regularly practice gratitude experience higher levels of emotional well-being and lower rates of depression. When gratitude becomes a habit, it creates a ripple effect, enhancing our relationships and nurturing a positive mindset. Through small acts of acknowledgement, we cultivate a reservoir of joy that uplifts our spirit and enriches our day-to-day experiences. Embracing gratitude as a daily ritual aligns beautifully with the teachings of Buddhism, allowing us to live with intention and awareness, laying the groundwork for a fulfilling and joyful life. Studies show that practicing gratitude can significantly boost mental health and well-being. Scientific research has revealed a wealth of benefits associated with cultivating a gratitude practice. Numerous studies illustrate that individuals who regularly express gratitude experience lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. For instance, research conducted by psychological experts found that writing in a gratitude journal can lead to improvements in emotional regulation, social connections, and overall life satisfaction. By shifting focus away from negative thoughts and circumstances, gratitude encourages individuals to acknowledge the positives in their life, fostering a mindset that supports emotional resilience. Grateful individuals are more likely to engage in pro-social behaviors, enhancing their relationships and creating a supportive community around them. This ripple effect of positivity not only enhances personal well-being, but also contributes to a healthier social environment. The power of gratitude lies in its ability to cultivate an optimistic outlook, reinforcing a sense of purpose and connection with oneself and others. As you embark on this journey toward greater happiness, I invite you to take on a personal challenge. Commit to writing down 3 things you are grateful for every morning this week. This daily ritual may seem simple, but its impact can be profound. Each morning, set aside a few moments to reflect on the blessings in your life, no matter how small they may seem. It could be the gentle chirping of birds outside your window, the aroma of fresh coffee, or a comforting conversation with a friend. By consciously recognizing these moments of gratitude, you begin to rewire your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. This practice not only encourages positive thinking, but also helps to anchor you in the present moment, allowing for a deeper appreciation of life's daily gifts. You might be surprised by how these small acts of acknowledgement can transform your outlook throughout the week. As you engage with this challenge, notice any shifts in your mood and perspective. Celebrate these moments, acknowledging how they contribute to your overall sense of well-being. Now you know how transformative the practice of gratitude can be. Each day, remind yourself of its significance by embracing the affirmation, "I choose joy and gratitude." This daily affirmation serves as a gentle reminder to approach each moment with intention and appreciation. By speaking this affirmation aloud, you reinforce the commitment to cultivate a life filled with positive energy and mindfulness. Incorporating this into your morning routine can set a powerful tone for the day ahead. Share this affirmation with loved ones or write it down where you can see it regularly. As you affirm your choice for joy and gratitude, you evoke a deeper connection to both yourself and the world around you. This commitment to recognizing the good in your life empowers you to cultivate resilience, foster emotional well-being, and embrace the richness of your experiences. Let this practice guide you on your journey toward a more fulfilling life, reminding you that happiness arises from within and is cultivated through conscious awareness and gratitude.